Hey guys, tonight we travel back more than 2,500 years to a world of warm winds, quiet forests, and kingdoms that no longer exist. So before you close your eyes, take a slow breath in and gently let it go. Because this is not just a story. This is a journey into one of the most peaceful lives ever lived. You are standing in a quiet royal palace. It is late at night. The air is still, almost sacred. Inside, a queen is sleeping. Her name is Maya, and tonight she is dreaming. In her dream, a white elephant descends from the sky. It moves slowly, gracefully, carrying something invisible, yet powerful. It enters her side without pain, without fear, and in that moment, something changes. Historians and Buddhist texts both record this dream as a symbolic beginning, a sign that something extraordinary was about to happen. But what makes this detail fascinating is how similar it is to other ancient birth myths across cultures. Many great figures were said to be born after dreams, visions, or divine signs. And still, historians still debate whether this dream was later added as symbolism, or if it truly reflects the beliefs of people at the time. Morning comes gently. Soft golden light fills the palace, and something feels different, calm, quiet, as if the world itself is waiting. Months pass, and then the queen begins a journey, not to a battlefield, not to a throne, but to a garden, a peaceful place called Lumbini. Imagine walking there, tall trees swaying slowly, birds calling softly in the distance, the ground warm beneath your feet. No noise, no rush. Only stillness, and there, beneath a tree, the child is born. Some stories say the baby immediately stood up, took 7 steps, and with each step, a lotus flower bloomed beneath his feet. Now, whether this literally happened, or whether it is poetic storytelling, is something historians still discuss. But what matters more is what it represents: a life unlike any other, a path that would change millions. The child is named Siddhartha Gautama, and at that moment, no one fully understands what he will become. But there is one thing that people begin to feel deep inside. This child is not here to rule the world. He is here to understand it. And as the wind moves gently through the trees, his journey begins. Now, imagine this. You are growing up in a place where nothing ever goes wrong. No sickness, no sadness, no loss. Only beauty, comfort, and carefully designed happiness. That was the world built for the young prince. Siddhartha, his father, King Suddhodana, had been given a prophecy. It said his son would become either a great king or a spiritual teacher who would leave everything behind. And the king did not want to lose his son, so he made a decision, a very human decision. He would build a perfect world, 3 palaces were created, one for each season, each more beautiful than the last. In the summer, cool marble floors and flowing water. In the winter, warm silk curtains and golden light. In the rainy season, music, laughter, and endless entertainment. You walk through the halls. Everything shines. People smile. Flowers are always fresh. No one looks tired. No one looks old, because they are not allowed to be. Here is something many people don't realize. According to historical texts, the king ordered that any sign of suffering be removed from the prince's sight. The elderly were kept away, the sick hidden, death never spoken of. Even servants were carefully chosen, young, healthy, and cheerful. It was not just protection, it was control, and strangely, it worked. For a while, Siddhartha grew up believing that life was gentle, predictable, almost perfect. He was trained in everything a prince should know: archery, swordsmanship, philosophy, leadership, and he was good at all of it. But there was something different about him. He wasn't driven by power. He wasn't obsessed with victory. He often sat quietly, watching the world. There is an old story that as a child, he once sat under a tree and entered a deep state of calm, while others were busy celebrating, a stillness that seemed far beyond his age. Historians still debate whether this moment truly happened, or if it was later added to show that his path had already begun early in life. But regardless, it reveals something important. Even in a perfect world, his mind was searching, not for more pleasure, but for something deeper. Years pass quietly. The prince becomes a man, and eventually he is married. Her name is Yasodhara, graceful, kind, and together they have a son. From the outside, this is the life everyone dreams of: love, wealth, security, a future king. But inside, something is beginning to shift. Because no matter how perfect the palace is, it cannot answer one question that has not yet fully formed. A quiet feeling that something is missing. You know that feeling when everything looks fine, but something inside is not at peace. And the truth is, you can hide reality from someone, but not forever, because one day, life finds a way in, and when it does, everything changes. Soft pause. Very soon, Siddhartha will step outside the palace for the first time, and what he sees will break the illusion forever. Now, the day finally comes. The gates of the palace open, and for the first time, you step outside. Imagine that moment. The air feels different, less controlled, less perfect, more real. Siddhartha rides out in a chariot, accompanied by his charioteer. His name is Channa. At first, everything seems normal. People moving about, life unfolding naturally. But then, something appears that he has never seen before. An old man. His back is bent. His hair is thin and gray. His skin loose. His steps slow, unsteady. Siddhartha watches. Confused, he turns to Channa and asks, "What is wrong with him?" And Channa answers quietly, "He is old. The prince frowns slightly. Old. Will this happen to everyone? And Channa, after a pause, nods. Yes, my prince. If one lives long enough, this comes to all. Soft pause. Something shifts. For the first time, Siddhartha realizes that youth is not permanent, that everything changes, but the journey continues. Not long after, they see another figure, a man lying by the roadside. His body trembles, his face pale, his breathing uneven. He is sick. Siddhartha feels something unfamiliar. Unease. What is happening to him? Channa answers he is ill. Does this happen to everyone too? Yes. No one is completely free from sickness. And now, the prince's calm world begins to crack. Because if the body can break, if health is not guaranteed, then what can truly be relied on? But the journey is not over. Soon, they encounter something even more still. A group of people moving slowly, carrying something wrapped in cloth. It is a funeral. The body inside no longer breathes. Siddhartha watches in silence. What is this? Channa speaks softly. He is dead. A long pause. And this happens to everyone. Yes, my prince. No one escapes it. Not kings, not queens, not anyone. And in that moment, everything changes. Because the prince now understands that no matter how beautiful life looks, it always ends. Old age, sickness, death. 3 truths that cannot be hidden. But then, something unexpected appears. A 4th figure, a man dressed simply. No wealth, no possessions, but his face is calm, peaceful, different. He is a wandering ascetic, a seeker. Siddhartha watches him carefully. There is no fear in his eyes, no panic, no attachment, only stillness. And suddenly, a new possibility appears. Maybe there is a way to face suffering without being destroyed by it. Maybe there is a path beyond fear. Historians still debate whether these 4 sights happened exactly in this order, or if they were simplified later to represent a deeper realization. But what matters is this: in a single journey, Siddhartha sees the truth of life, not the version hidden in palaces, but the version that every human being eventually faces. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Soft pause. That night, he returns to the palace. The music is still playing. The dancers still move gracefully. The lights still glow softly. Nothing has changed, and yet everything feels different, because now he knows, and the question begins to take shape, not loudly, not urgently, but quietly, deep inside. If suffering is unavoidable, is there a way out? Very soft pause. Soon, he will make a decision that no one expects. A decision that will change not only his life, but the course of history. Now, the night arrives. Quiet, still, almost unreal. You are back inside the palace. Everything is as it has always been. Soft music, gentle light, the distant sound of laughter. But something inside you is no longer the same. Siddhartha walks slowly through the halls, not rushed, not afraid, just certain. He knows this life cannot answer the question. No matter how beautiful it is, it cannot stop aging. It cannot stop sickness. It cannot stop death. And if those things cannot be avoided, then they must be understood. Soft pause. He enters a quiet room. Inside, his wife Yasodhara sleeps. Beside her, their newborn son, Rahula. Thu Yen. The room is peaceful, warm, safe. He stands there for a long time, not moving, not speaking, just looking, because this moment is the hardest of all. To leave behind wealth is one thing. To leave behind love is something else entirely. Some stories say he almost reached out to hold his son one last time, but then he stopped because he knew if he touched him, he might not be able to leave. Historians still debate the exact details of this moment, whether he said goodbye or left in complete silence. But what remains clear is the weight of the decision. This was not escape. This was sacrifice. Soft breath. He turns away, and quietly he walks out. Outside, his horse waits. Kantaka. The night air is cool. The sky is deep and still. No guards stop him. No one wakes. It is said, even the sound of the horse's hooves was softened, so the world would not interrupt this moment. He rides out, leaving behind everything he has ever known. The palace fades into the distance, and with every step forward, the life of a prince disappears, until finally he stops, far from the city, far from comfort, far from identity. He steps down from the horse, and slowly he removes his jewelry, his fine clothes, his symbols of status, everything that once defined him. He cuts his hair, a simple act, but one that marks a complete transformation, from prince to seeker, from comfort to uncertainty, from knowing who he was to not knowing what comes next. Soft pause, and here is something interesting. In many traditions, cutting the hair symbolizes letting go of the ego, of identity, of attachment, and in that moment, Siddhartha is no longer someone who belongs to a kingdom. He becomes someone who belongs to the path, the unknown, the search. He gives his horse back and continues on foot, alone. No army, no wealth, no protection, only a question that has not yet been answered. How do we end suffering? Very soft pause, and now, for the first time, he truly steps into the real world, not as a prince, but as a human being, searching for something that no palace could ever provide: peace, And as the night slowly fades into morning, his journey truly begins. Now, imagine this. You have left everything behind. No home, no name, no certainty, only a question, quietly echoing inside. How do we end suffering? Siddhartha walks through forests, across dusty paths, from one teacher to another. At first, he studies under great masters. He learns deep meditation, states of stillness so profound that the mind seems to disappear, and for a moment, it feels like the answer might be there. But something is missing, because when the meditation ends, the questions return. Suffering is still there, not solved, only paused. So he continues, and eventually he joins a group of ascetics, men who believe that the body itself is the problem. That desire lives in the body, and if you weaken the body enough, you can destroy desire. So they practice extremes, fasting for days, then weeks, breathing so little, moving so little, that life itself becomes fragile. Siddhartha follows them fully, completely. He eats almost nothing. Some stories say just a grain of rice a day. His body changes. His ribs become visible. His skin tight against bone. His strength almost gone. If you saw him then, you would not recognize a prince, only a shadow of a man. There is an ancient statue, often called the fasting Buddha, that shows this moment in incredible detail. Every bone, every line of suffering, captured in stillness, and historians agree, this period of extreme asceticism is one of the most historically supported parts of his life. Too weak to stand, too weak to continue, soft pause. And in that moment, something shifts, not in the world, but in understanding, because he realizes something simple, yet powerful. If the body is too weak, the mind cannot be clear. If the mind is not clear, truth cannot be seen. So how can suffering be ended? By destroying the very tool needed to understand it. This idea goes against everything the ascetics believe, and yet it feels true. Historians still debate exactly when this realization happened, whether it came suddenly or slowly over time. But what matters is what came next. A decision. He lets go of the extreme. He accepts food, a simple bowl of rice, and this moment is more revolutionary than it seems, because for years he believed that suffering must be fought with more suffering. But now he begins to see another way, not indulgence, not denial, but balance, the middle path, neither too much nor too little, just enough. Soft breath, his strength slowly returns. The ascetics watch him, confused, disappointed. They believe he has given up, that he has failed. So they leave him, and once again, he is alone. But this time, it is different, because now he is not searching blindly. He is beginning to understand that truth is not found in extremes, but somewhere in between. Very soft pause, and soon he will sit beneath a tree and make a vow that will change everything. Now the moment arrives. Not loud, not dramatic, but quiet and final. You walk slowly until you reach a tree, a simple tree with wide leaves and deep roots. This is the Bodhi tree. There is nothing special about it, at least not yet. Siddhartha sits down beneath it. The ground is firm, the air is still, and then he makes a vow, not to a god, not to the world, but to himself. Even if this body breaks, even if life leaves me, I will not stand up until I find the truth. Soft pause. This is not determination. This is something deeper, a complete letting go of everything except the search. Night falls slowly. The sky darkens. The world grows quiet, and inside, the mind begins to move. Memories rise, thoughts appear, doubts whisper, and then something else comes. In Buddhist tradition, this is described as the arrival of Mara, not necessarily a physical being, but a representation of everything that pulls the mind away from truth. Fear, desire, attachment. Mara tries everything: storms, illusions, temptations, visions of power, visions of pleasure, visions of fear, all appearing one after another, as if the mind itself is testing its limits. Historians still debate whether Mara was meant to be a literal entity or a symbolic way of describing internal struggle. But in either case, the meaning remains the same. Before clarity comes chaos. Before awakening comes resistance. And Siddhartha does not move. He does not fight. He does not run. He simply watches every thought, every fear, every illusion, until slowly they begin to fade, because what is not fed cannot survive. Very soft pause. Then something changes. The night deepens, and his awareness expands. He begins to see clearly, not just this life, but many lives. Not just one moment, but the nature of existence itself. Cause and effect, birth and death, attachment and suffering, all connected, all part of a cycle. And then, just before dawn, the final understanding arises. Suffering exists. It has a cause. It can end. And there is a path that leads to its end. Simple, clear, complete. In that moment, there is nothing left to seek, nothing left to question, only stillness. He reaches down and touches the earth, a quiet gesture, as if to say, I am here, I understand. And the earth is said to bear witness. Soft breath, the sun begins to rise. Light slowly fills the sky. And Siddhartha is no longer Siddhartha. He becomes the Buddha, the awakened one, not a god, not a ruler, but a human being who has seen clearly, and in that clarity found peace. Very soft pause. And the most beautiful part, what he found, was not something given. It was something discovered within. And as the first light touches the leaves above him, a new path enters the world. Now, imagine this. You have found the answer, not a small answer, not a temporary solution, but something deep enough to end suffering itself. What would you do? Would you keep it? Stay silent. Live peacefully, alone. For a moment, the Buddha considers this, because what he has realized is subtle, difficult to explain, easy to misunderstand. He wonders, will anyone truly understand this? And for a brief time, he remains silent, just sitting, feeling the stillness of a mind that no longer struggles. But then, something shifts, not a thought, not a plan, but a quiet compassion. Because even though he has found peace, the world is still searching. People are still aging, getting sick, facing death, without understanding why. And so, he makes another decision, not to stay silent, but to share. Soft pause. He remembers 5 men, the same ascetics, who once practiced with him, the ones who left, believing he had given up. He knows where they are, in a place called Sarnath, a quiet deer park, not far from the city. Imagine walking there, the ground soft beneath your feet, the air cool in the early morning. Deer move gently through the grass, and in the distance, 5 men sit together. They see him approaching. At first, they hesitate, because this is the man they once abandoned, the one they believed had failed. But as he gets closer, something feels different. His walk, calm, his presence, steady, not weak, not lost, but peaceful, in a way they cannot explain. Without planning to, they stand up, and as he sits before them, the first teaching begins. This moment is known as the turning of the wheel of Dharma. Historians generally agree. This teaching is one of the earliest core events preserved in Buddhist tradition. Though the exact words may have changed over time, the essence remains remarkably consistent. And here is what he teaches, not in complex language, not in philosophy, but in something very simple. He speaks of 4 truths, not beliefs, not theories. Truths that can be observed. Life contains suffering. Suffering has a cause. Suffering can end. There is a path that leads to that end. That's it. No mystery, no hidden ritual, just clarity. And then he explains the path, a way of living, balanced, not extreme pleasure, not extreme denial, but understanding, right action, right awareness, right effort. What we now call the Eightfold Path. Soft breath as he speaks. Something happens, not dramatic, not loud, but real. One of the 5 men begins to understand, not intellectually, but deeply, as if something inside him finally aligns. He sees the truth, and in that moment, he becomes the first disciple, the first person to walk the path after the Buddha, And just like that, something new begins. Not a religion, not yet, but a community, a group of people who are no longer searching blindly, but walking with understanding. Historians still debate how quickly this group grew, but within a relatively short time, more people begin to listen, to learn, to follow, because the message is not complicated. It does not ask you to believe. It asks you to see, to observe your own life, and to understand what causes suffering and how to let it go. Very soft pause. And as the sun rises over the deer park, 5 seekers become 6, and the path begins to spread slowly, quietly, from one person to another. Now, something quiet begins to grow. Not an empire, not a kingdom, but a group, a small community of people who have heard the teaching and felt something shift inside. They are not all the same. Some are former ascetics, some are merchants, some are young, some are old. But they share one thing. They are no longer living blindly. They are beginning to understand. This group becomes known as the Sangha, a simple word, but a powerful idea. A community of seekers, people who support each other, not through wealth or power, but through awareness. Soft pause. Now imagine walking with them, barefoot, on a quiet path. No possessions except a robe and a bowl. Each morning, they walk into nearby villages, not to trade, not to work, but to receive food. This is called alms. They do not ask for anything specific. They simply stand and accept whatever is given. Rice, sometimes fruit, sometimes nothing at all. Is something interesting. Living creates a connection. Sangha and the people depend on the community for food, and the community depends on the monks for guidance. Change. Receiving. Worship. Note that this system helped Buddhism spread naturally, without force, without conversion. People didn't feel pressured. They listened. Since they followed. The Buddha walks with them, not separate, not just through words, but through how he lives. Calm, present, questions, clarity, but with clarity, even with silence. Every question needs an answer, need to be seen. Pause, and slowly the Sangha grows. Join their homes, their families, their old identities. Remain in their lives, but change how they live. Yes, more kindness, less attachment. Important. It does not say everyone must become a monk. He offers a path that can be followed in different ways. Still debate how structured the early Sangha really was. Strict rules existed from the beginning or developed gradually over time. Clear is the spirit of the community. Awareness, balance, breath, detail often overlooked. Was one of the few communities at the time where social status did not matter, and a farmer could sit side by side, practicing. Rare. In a world deeply shaped by hierarchy, here it was, where identity was not defined by birth, but by understanding. Pause. Days turn into months, months into years. Continues to move to village, from city to forest. King, always teaching. Truth does not need to be forced. When the mind is ready, people begin to listen. Becomes clearer. Changes. As more people are walking it, something unexpected begins to happen. Things are no longer only heard in quiet forests or small villages. Reach cities filled with noise, trade, power, and ambition. New listeners appear. Seekers. Is King Bimbisara, the kingdom of Magadha. Wealth, with influence, with everything the world could offer. When he hears about the Buddha, he becomes curious. And with all his power, there is something he does not have. Imagine the scene. Court, with fine fabrics, golden ornaments, guards standing still at the edges. A man in simple robes, calm, no weapon. Everyone listens. He speaks does not depend on status, directly to the human experience. Desire, fear. Kings I cannot escape. Sarah listens carefully, and the teaching resonates. Beings generally agree that Bimbisara became one of the early royal supporters of the Buddha, offered a place for the Sangha to stay. Grove, known as Veluvana, space just outside the city. And is important. The first time the teaching receives support from power. Something does not change his message. Adapt it to please the king. Same truth to everyone, rich or poor. Ring does not care about status. Is the path, breath. At the same time, something else is happening. People continue to listen. Workers, families, under trees, in open spaces, wherever the Buddha stops to teach. Remain simple. Need to be special. Need to be powerful. To see clearly. Between kings and commoners is one of the reasons the teaching spreads so naturally. Belongs to everyone, not controlled. Still debate how much influence royal support had on the early growth of Buddhism. If it played a major role, the teaching would have spread regardless because of its simplicity. It is both. Creates space, fills it. As over time, more leaders begin to listen. Curiosity, some out of respect, because they are searching, just like everyone else. In palaces, even surrounded by luxury, exist. Why do we suffer? Is there a way to be free? Questions, there is no difference between a king and a villager. To pause. And so, the path continues. Not as a system. Quieter. Being. Time. Something even more unexpected happens. Moment, the path has been walked mostly by men. Wanderers, seekers who left their homes behind. In the quiet spaces of villages and families, there are others listening. Teachings, they reflect, they understand. A question begins to rise. It belongs to everyone. Didn't the path also belong to everyone? Pause. One woman stands at the center of this moment. Mahapajapati Gautami. Stranger. Buddha's aunt. Mother passed away. She became the one who raised him. She comes forward. Not as family. For something simple. To follow the path fully. None. The Buddha hesitates. Women cannot understand. The world they live in is not equal. Dangerous. Society is restrictive. Women into a wandering spiritual life could bring challenges. Does not immediately agree. Pati does not argue. Demand. Insists. Quietly. Group of women. She shaves her head, puts on simple robes, and walks. Through heat, through long distances, reaches the place where the Buddha is staying. That moment, women, tired, feet marked by the road, but eyes steady, for comfort, hands to walk the same path. Eventually, the Buddha agrees that the first community of Buddhist nuns is formed. Turning point. At the time, this was not common. To leave home, to live independently, to pursue spiritual freedom. Generally agree. This was one of the earliest organized communities of women in religious life. Sit quietly revolutionary. Also complexity. Additional rules were placed on the nuns. For monks, and still debate why. If it was to protect them in a difficult social environment. Best, it reflects the limitations of that time. What remains important is this. It's opened, and it could not be closed. As women begin to join. Backgrounds. Health, some from hardship, same intention, and from suffering. Them reach deep insight, become teachers. Quiet but powerful. Truth does not belong to one group. Limited by gender, by status, or by role. That can be seen by anyone willing to look. Pause. And so, the Sangha expands again. Size. More experiences. To walk the path. Unity grows. The understanding that awakening is not reserved for a few, but for all. Let's slow down. Every moment in this journey is dramatic, is quiet. This is where the teaching truly lives. This. A day with the Buddha. Not as a disciple. Observing. As morning comes early. Sun rises. Before the world becomes busy, there is stillness. Cool. The sky, just beginning to lighten, is already awake. Not preparing. Being aware. Thing often overlooked. Was not filled with constant teaching. Was simply being present. Note that early Buddhist communities placed strong emphasis on meditation, not just discussion. Understanding does not come only from words, from seeing clearly in silence. Breath as the sun begins to rise, the Sangha gathers. Instructions, no commands. What to do. For the alms round. Takes a bowl. They walk. No asking. Slowly. Is intentional. Allows the mind to remain steady. In the village, it becomes a moment of reflection. Monks and are reminded to pause. Of their own routine for a moment. Food, some bow slightly, some simply watch. Enough. Pause. After the alms round, they return. Simple. Vegetables, whatever was given. No preference. Another important detail. This is not about controlling everything. Accepting what comes. still debate how strict these daily routines were in the earliest Sangha. Texts describe a rhythm like this: repetitive, intentional, breath after eating. The day continues. There are teachings. There, sit under a tree, listen quietly. Speaks, not dramatically. Tell stories about choices, about the mind. He adapts his words to the person listening. Not everyone understands in the same way. Flexibility is one of the reasons the teachings spread so naturally. Pause. At other times, there is no teaching, only sitting. Might be the most important part. Shows something simple is not something separate from life. Lived with awareness. All things. Eating, breathing, becomes part of the practice. Soft pause. As the day slowly moves toward evening, the light softens. Cools again. To meditate, some rest. Often sits quietly. Not directing. Presence. There is a kind of peace that does not depend on anything. Not on success. Clarity. Breath night falls. Becomes quiet again. Will begin once more. Meaningless. Simplicity. Something deep is happening. Is learning to see. Action. As things are. Places. One of the most powerful moments in the Buddha's life happen in quiet conversations. Pain, confusion, or anger. Something changes. Standing. Pause. One of the most well-known encounters is with a man named Angulimala. Carries fear. Angulimala is not a peaceful man. Forest. He wore a necklace made of fingers taken from his victims. Consumed by violence, the Buddha walks toward him. Moment. In the forest, filled with rage, completely calm, sees him and runs forward. Strange happens. Fast he runs, he cannot reach the Buddha. He shouts, "Stop!" Lies, "I have already stopped." It is you who has not stopped. A simple sentence. It breaks through. Not fear. Less stops. He sees himself. Not as powerful. lost, and his life changes. Weapon. Follower. Still debate how literal this story is. Is clear. Is beyond change. Silent can find peace. Death. Another story, quieter, but just as powerful. Siddhartha Gautama. Child is overwhelming. Child from house to house, asking for help, can bring him back. Someone sends her to the Buddha. Desperate. Help me. This is impossible. Reject her pain. He gives her a task. Seed. A house where no one has ever died. House. The answer is the same. We have mustard seeds. Has visited here. Again and again. Something changes. He is not hers alone. Is part of life. Understanding, her grief softens. Often highlight this story as a powerful example of teaching through experience rather than explanation. Sometimes, understanding cannot be given. Covered. There are many more encounters. Learning humility. Seeker, finding clarity. Discovering calm. Different. By the same approach. Not force change. Peace for it to happen. Through presence, through patience. Pause. And this may be one of the most powerful parts of his life. Teachings. Moments. And truly sees. Being is transformed. Let's slow down again. For all the journeys, all the encounters, what remains are the teachings. Not hidden. That people often overlook them. Not speak like a philosopher. Use complex language. Like someone describing what he had seen. Directly. Exists. Something you can observe. Fear, disappointment. Life. Suffering has a cause. Desire. Things to stay the same when they cannot. When everything is changing. Then, he said something very different. Can end. Were removed from the world. Within the mind. He showed the way. Not through belief. Standing. Right intention. Right speech. Right action. right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. Actions. With awareness. Often point out that this practical approach is one of the reasons Buddhism spread across different cultures. Depend on one place, one language, or one tradition. On experience. Soft pause. There is another idea that appears again and again. Changes. Same. Not your thoughts, not your life. This can feel uncomfortable. It becomes freeing. When changes, then suffering can also change. To stay. And then, perhaps the most subtle teaching of all. Self. You, that never changes. Of experiences, thoughts, moments. Still debate how early this idea was fully developed. Complex and easy to misunderstand. It is simple. Grip of identity. For freedom. Pause. And when you step back and look at all of it together, something. Not trying to control life. To help you understand it. There is peace. The journey begins to slow. Talking, teaching, listening. Old. Weaker, but his mind unchanged. To travel. Needs to. Others are still searching. He arrives at a quiet place. Trees. Gentle, the light, soft. He lies down. Disciples. Yet some are emotional. This moment is different. Here, not about loss. Simple. Eyes will pass away. Reminder. On. To him. Generally agree that the Buddha passed away around the age of 80. Known as Mahaparinirvana. End. Release. Here. Comes. Goes. Stops. Means. Take a slow breath. Story is not just about one person. Something deeper that every human being asks. Without suffering, the answer is not far away. It begins with something very simple. Letting go, being present, is create something new. Showed what was already there. If you sit quietly, even for a moment. See it too. Slow. Let your thoughts soften and just rest right here in this moment.